So you obviously mentioned that Countrywide is a a big operation here in the UK, and we've thrown this term franchise around a fair bit already. But for the uninitiated, what exactly is a franchise?
Franchise is essentially an organization that allow you to use their branding, their initiatives for a very small fee. So I guess the one that people know mainly would be something like McDonald's or trying to think of other big ones. I think Costa Coffee, but don't quote me on that one. So all of the meat from McDonald's burgers, I think, will all be sort of sold to the actual franchise at a particular rate, and McDonald's will stipulate that they need to put X, Y, and Z in their burgers, and they can't do their own thing. So that's why even though you go to McDonald's in Scotland or London and they're owned by two different people, sorry, the burgers will still be very much so the same. So
And would you say there's any kind of similarities or any differences to, a model like you said, like McDonald's? Obviously you want to create the same customer experience, I suppose, across all of the different franchises. But is there any flexibility as well?
yeah, there is, and we would be. I think we're quite lucky in a number of different ways because Countrywide are very flexible in a number of different ways in terms of in terms of letting us run our business. McDonald's, for example, one of the ones that's often quoted about McDonald's is that what do a number of different people do when they buy a burger, right? They throw the gherkin away, which is waste, I guess, to any business owner. And business owners looking to reduce waste and reduce their costs would say, what's the point in putting these gherkins in? Everyone just throw them away. But McDonald's would say, no, that's how the burger's supposed to be. And if you're going to run our franchise, then you have to do it this way. So with Countrywide, I guess we're not throwing any gherkins away, that's for sure. But in terms of hours and flexibility, they're really good. They just like to see you running a good business, representing the brand well, making sure that we're not running around old vans. So I actually think a lot of their policies are really good. So we have a van rule where we're not allowed to run the vans, beyond 6 years. So it's really good for brand image and things like that, but also in the same sense, it's you don't want to be dealing with breakdowns of the vans at all. Who wants to be in the garage all the time? We want to be out cutting grass. So yeah.